My brother stole my wife. 4 years ago, he came back and instantly regretted it. Family story. My brother, who stole my wife 4 years ago, finally came home for a visit. He mocked me, saying, "Still single? LOL." And my ex-wife added, "Hey, ugly, still the same?" Then my dad stood up and said, "Good timing. I have something important to tell you." Instantly, their faces turned pale. 4 years ago, my life turned upside down. The woman I had loved, cherished, and vowed to spend my life with left me for my own brother. The betrayal cut deep, leaving scars that time refused to heal. My family had been divided, and I had chosen to distance myself, focusing on rebuilding my life in silence. Now, out of nowhere, my brother Jake and my ex-wife Laura walked into my parents' house for a visit, acting as if nothing had happened. My mother, who never stopped believing in family unity, had convinced me to join them for dinner. Against my better judgment, I agreed. As soon as they saw me, Jake laughed. "Still single? LOL," Laura smirked, flipping her hair. "Hey, ugly, still the same?" I felt a pang of anger rise inside me but remained calm. I had nothing to prove to them. I simply sat there, eating in silence. Then my father, who had been quietly observing, stood up and said in a firm voice, "Good timing. I have something important to tell you." The atmosphere changed instantly. Jake's smirk vanished, and Laura shifted uncomfortably. My mother looked, between them, confused. My father took a deep breath and pulled out an envelope. "I didn't want to reveal this like this, but since you two decided to walk in here with arrogance, you should know the truth. Jake, Laura, this concerns you both." Jake tried to act indifferent. "What is it, Dad?" My father tossed the envelope onto the table. "Open it." Laura hesitated, but Jake, trying to keep his cool, picked it up and slid out the documents inside. The moment his eyes scanned the papers, his face turned pale. Laura looked over his shoulder and suddenly her confidence crumbled. "What is this?" she stammered. My father folded his arms. "Jake, Laura, you see, I've been keeping an eye on things, and as it turns out, Laura never divorced Mark legally before marrying you. That means your marriage isn't even valid." The room fell silent. Jake's hands trembled as he flipped through the papers, looking for something, anything, to disprove my father's words. That's not possible," Laura gasped. "Wait. No, I signed the papers." "I did." My father shook his head. "Mark never signed them. And since you never finalized it in court, in the eyes of the law, you are still his wife. Which means your marriage to Jake is illegal." Laura's face drained of color. "No. No, no, no. This can't be happening." Jake clenched his fists. "Dad, why are you bringing this up now?" My father remained calm. "Because I wanted you to realize that betrayal has consequences. You mocked Mark, but he never sought revenge. He moved on with his life while you two ran away like cowards. And now karma has caught up with you." Jake jumped to his feet, knocking his chair over. "This is ridiculous. We'll fix it. We'll go to the court and—" My father cut him off. "You think it's that easy? The damage has been done. You paraded around as a married couple, deceived people, and built a life on lies." Laura started crying. "Jake, what do we do now?" Jake glared at me, as if this were my fault. "Did you know about this?" I shrugged. "I didn't need to. You see, Jake, when you took Laura from me, I thought I had lost everything. But over the years, I realized that I lost nothing. And you gained nothing." Jake clenched his jaw. "Screw this. I don't need this family." My father nodded. "Then go. But remember, you walked into this house thinking you were above consequences. Now you leave with reality staring you in the face." Jake turned to Laura, but she was already grabbing her purse. "I need time to think," she muttered, pushing past him and storming out. For the first time, Jake looked lost. He turned to my parents, expecting some kind of sympathy, but they simply stared at him, disappointment in their eyes. I stood up, finally speaking. "Good luck, Jake. Looks like you finally get to know what betrayal feels like." He didn't reply. He just walked out, shoulders hunched, his arrogance shattered. As I watched him leave, I felt no anger, no hatred, just peace. Karma had done its job. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more engaging stories. Share this with your friends and help support the channel.